We're with Mark Sumner, who you may know as contributing editor to DailyKos as Devilstower. Just finished up participating in the Energize America panel. My question to you is, how do we get these issues regarding clean energy, fighting the climate crisis? How do we get those issues communicated within the blogosphere in a coordinated way that actually moves the conversation forward and you don't get pushed on your heels by things like a drill here, drill now petition?
You know, the interesting thing about Energize America from the beginning is that it has not been a reaction to the policy that was already out there. It was an effort to have an open policy that was formed publicly with participation of the public, rather than have energy policies that were generated in the back room by a lot of insiders showing up at Dick Cheney's office. So we've benefited now from hundreds of diaries and articles on numerous websites, and literally hundreds of thousands of comments from tens of thousands of individuals that have participated in Energize America to this point. The great result of that is that we've been very flexible. We laid out our first program 2 years ago, presented that. The 20 points of that program, some of them look pretty archaic at this point. The market has changed a lot, and some things have already happened, which is great. But what we've got to do now is we have to be reactive to something to a degree, in that we have to provide an alternative to the drill everywhere message that's as equally succinct and compelling. We have to have our own elevator speech. And for that, we want to turn to the same resources that have gotten us this far. We want the community to participate. If Adam and I went off and did this in the back room at this point, that would be pretty counter to how Energize America has been operated to this point.
So you think it's more of a message problem as opposed to a coordination and prioritization problem?
I think there's both. Everybody has their favorite project. You know, to use a name in vain, Grover Norquist, he of drowned the government in a bathtub, used to have a breakfast once a week. It was an invitation-only breakfast. He would bring together members of the anti-abortion community. He would bring together corporate leaders. He would bring together social and economic conservatives of all stripes, all of whom had their own ideas that they were trying to push. But once a week, they would get together, have this breakfast, kind of pass around the message, and determine what the best places of mutual back-scratching could be, so that they could be harmonized in the message that they were getting out. Right now, there's a little bit of not friction, but we're all trying to sing our own tune. So if we can find better ways to bring ourselves together, it's wonderful for us to say sites like DailyKos are our equivalent of that breakfast, right? They're the places where progressives get together and we all exchange ideas. But too often we come out of that still with 50,000 different ideas. So if we could come together at least on messaging, there are a lot of details and there are a lot of priorities, and I'm not going to guarantee you that I can select the one, or that any group of people that we can form can select the one that has to go forward first. We've really got two enormous things to accomplish at the same time. We have to get our electrical system off of fossil fuels, stop producing CO2. At the same time, we have to change our transportation system into an electrical system. We have to entangle those two systems. And both things have to be done. Really, to get us out of the oil game, to get us out of global warming. So it's very difficult to say you got to do this before you can do that. A lot of this stuff can't happen.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you.